Good morning, students. Welcome to our English literature classes. In our previous term, we already had finished the explanation of our first part of our lesson 5th, as you know, that is Jane Eyre, as you all know. And the part was Welcome to Lowood. That was about a glance of women in 18th to 19th century in England. So let us recall a brief knowledge about the previous lesson. So the lesson was about a 10 years old girl, orphan girl actually, and she was living in her aunt's house, and after suffering from ill treatment, finally Mrs. Reed sent her to a charitable school, that is School Lowood. You can see that Welcome to Lowood we already had finished, and the school had so many tough rules and regulations for the students in here. Okay, so the teachers are also very rude and unfriendly with the girls, as you all know. And only Mrs. here you can see only Miss Temple was a wise and kind lady, and after a few days Jane came to know that she is in a refuge here. She just came to know here she is in a refuge kind of school, and she was very disappointed with Aunt Reed. Okay, so student, I hope so you all have understood the story of first part, and now we are going to discuss about our second part of this lesson, that is, yes, hard times. This is our second part of this chapter. From the starting I'm just taking, will every day's fay be like this? From here I'm just taking. Jane soon learned that conditions at Lowood are terrible. There is little food and the rooms are freezing cold. In second picture, frozen. Here, frozen. In third picture, the girls are always cold, tired and hungry. Many fall ill. They faint from weakness during long prayer meetings. So student, I'm taking from very first scene of this part, that is, girls are eating their frozen food. You can see there, and Jane just thinking in herself. You can see she is just thinking here that why every day they have to take this kind of cold chilled food in this winter, and it will be harmful for health. And one thing more, here you can see here a new word introduced, fay, here. Okay, so we have to just pronounce it fay. That means food, and in pronunciation of this word r should be silent here. Okay, so it would be fay, F-A-R-E, fay. So here students, Jane now have understood the situation inside of the Lowood school, that they are not actually going to provide food and healthy good and healthy food to girls. The staff also rude and careless for the students, and no arrangement for the chill winter inside the room. They all have to just face all these terrible problem every day. Now here this picture shown frozen. In our second and third picture, author just shows a painful picture about the orphan girls who had to eat frozen food, and due to things, so many girls always fell ill, tired, and not even this because of less eating and taking long prayers. They just something gone faint and feeling dizzy in schooling. Okay, so this is all actually showing this thing that girls are terribly tired and they are all feeling dizzy just because of less food and cold. Fourth one, in our fourth picture here, on Sunday they have to just walk miles through the snow to church. Fifth one, fifth picture, you dirty, disagreeable girl. Miss Temple encourages them, but other teachers are cruel. Here, on Sunday, they have to walk miles through the snow to church, and you dirty, disagreeable girl, she's just talking here, Miss Temple encourages them, but the other teachers are cruel. The girls are punished severely, and Helen Burns is beaten for things that are not her fault. This is our next two pictures are there. So we can see students here, they are all going to church, and this is also a rule of this school. It seems to be a good habit for children, a nice habit. But in this lesson, author just want to shows us that they have to walk for this near about miles, and that would be a long route for uh, very small children to walk for the this kind of distance. Okay, so this is a very hardship. So in fifth part of scene here, we can see in fifth picture shows that only Miss Temple always tries to encourages them, all students, very politely, and all other teachers are not treat them lovingly and kindly. They unnecessarily just seriously punish them. You can see in this picture, you can see one teacher just try to just punish this girl, and this is Helen, the very near friend of Jane. So in fifth scene, a teacher punished Jane's friend, that is Helen Burns, and here a teacher of this school beaten her for things that are not her fault, and so without any reason they have got punished by their teacher. This picture actually shows this thing. So okay, now we are going to take our sixth picture here. The Bible bids us return good to evil. Later Jane find Helen sitting alone. I'm just taking this picture now. The Bible bids us return good for evil. So later Jane finds Helen sitting alone reading. Jane is still angry at the teacher's cruelty and unfairness, but Helen is meek and patient. So she is still angry. She is you can read from there, Jane is still angry at the teacher's cruelty and unfairness, but Helen is meek and patient. So I'm also taking this part, and then I will just illustrate. I could not bear it. I could not bear it. Helen believes she must suffer in silence, otherwise she may lose her chance to learn, correct her fault, and help others. Jane does not agree here. Okay, so after all this happened, Jane became very angry inside, and later when she met to her friend Helen, she just seems angry and also confused that why she tolerate all this torture without her fault. So Helen replied to her that the Bible bids us. Here you can see this is the new word also. The Bible bids us return good for evil. So what is bid here? That means make an effort, or uh, attempt to achieve something. Okay, so what she trying to just say, Helen just told Jane that we always read that we always return good to evil. That means we have to forgive our enemies and bad people. Okay, but Jane was not agreed to her. But Helen Burns was still looking patient. And another new word we can see here, meek, meek, meek and patient. So what is the meaning of meek? Is quiet or gentle. Okay, so she looks like a very quiet and peaceful person here again. And now the last scene here, in last of this page, is the scene Jane shows uh, her her anger here. I could not bear it. And she just tries to just oppose all this, but her friend deny. And she was agreed to suffer. Who? The Helen Burns. She's just agreed to suffer all this silently, all this torture, we can say silently, because she does not want to lose the chance, the opportunity to study. And also she just was not agree uh, about the things which is the Jane just suggest here. And she is not also angry with the teachers who just punished her without any reason, because she just feel that this all makes her a good and wise lady, and they all only wants to correct her faults. So this is our second sequel's first part. Okay, and next more information about this lesson in my next class. Till then, just keep learning, be healthy,